Hey, welcome in Gemini. Welcome to your February 2020 love forecast, twin flame, soulmate, general love relationships. I'm so happy to have you here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing, liking, sharing the video. And for those who are returning, you know how much I appreciate you. Really enjoying you in the comments, by the way. Some really nice sharing. Really helps me learn what you're going through, so I appreciate it, especially when you keep it positive or as positive as possible. Also, this is general reading for the collective of Gemini, so it will not resonate with everybody, but you can, in the event that it doesn't, you can check out the video in this series for your rising sign. That's the face we show to the world. And generally, when we're in relationship, it's kind of who the other person really sees at first instead of our core personality. So it might give you some insight. Okay. All right. So I'm pulling from the Enchanted Map. I'll pull a card for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Let's see what might be guiding you this month. They both came out in reverse. So let's see. Divine Masculine gets come together. That was in reverse, though. That looks kind of Gemini with the two giraffes. And then Divine Feminine got Ghostlands in reverse. So let's see what that is all about. I haven't played with this deck in a long time. So Come Together says, when the Come Together card appears reversed, it is a sign that perhaps a love connection is unbalanced. Is intimacy being withheld from you, or are you withholding it from another? Longing and yearning are often mistaken for love, when in fact they are signs of lack. Perhaps you've been doing all the emotional work and pouring your water into an empty well to the point that now you are so depleted. Know this, true love will not be denied you. What is truly for you will never walk past you or require this much energy. Drop the agendas, the fight, the need to win, and allow love to flow through you. True love will always find its reflection in another. That's why we see those giraffes. It's feeling very Gemini, and it's feeling very twin energy here. So that is the message for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. Interesting, this is card number 8. This is card 17, and 1 and 7 is 8. So there's a little bit of mirrored, numerology there. Let's see. Come Together in reverse. I know it's hard to see because you've got my gray wall in the back and this sort of gray, well, it's bluish gray. Really struggling with the lighting today. Believe it or not, my blinds are totally closed. I know. I'm sitting here in pretty much darkness, but it looks light to you. I don't know. When the Come Together card appears reversed, it's a sign that perhaps a love connection is unbalanced. No! That did not just happen. Oh my gosh. This is the same. Oh, I just read that. All right, so now I've lost my mind. Yes, don't tell anybody I just did that. It's our secret. Okay. Old lady in the house. Okay. Ghostlands. Hello. When the Ghostlands card appears reversed, it's a sign that you're wandering in an emotional or intellectual place with no real substance. There is no point longing for that which has already gone or hasn't happened yet. See, the longing theme is the same. Perhaps you've created a fantasy for the good old days or some elusive utopian destination that lies somewhere in the future when this or that happens to make things better. Live one day at a time. Each day is a new beginning filled with the truth and beauty. Stay away from the ghostlands of past and future. Avoid nostalgia and longing for something better. Find joy in what is present in your life today. It still feels very similar. The message feels similar. Can't believe I read the same message twice. That's pretty hilarious. Okay. You're first up today, Gemini. This whole reading could go very, very wrong. Oh, dear Gemini. It's okay. There are two of you here anyway. One of you is bound to get a message. I will be looking here at Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Wow. Divine Masculine shows up as the Hermit. Either very unto themselves right now, or possibly the guide in this connection. And then Divine Feminine shows up as Page of Wands. That's, you know, a little bit of a little message of passion. It's light energy, but it's still warm. Oof. Okay, so the situation here in the connection, yeah, there's been a sort of lack mindset, abandonment, maybe even just a sense of not having something that is due you. That Five of Pentacles can be a longing for something. Yes, see, longing came up twice here. But the dynamic between you, there is the Empress. That's unconditional love. So even though there's a struggle right now between these energies, there is deep and abiding unconditional love. This is the card of Divine Feminine. It's Libra and Taurus. We have Virgo here in the Hermit. You may be dealing with a Virgo or the Taurus Libra. Okay, I digress. Divine Masculine, how does he feel, or she? Depends what energy you're in, about Divine Feminine. Feels a sense of regret, maybe loss. Five of Cups. Divine Feminine feels about Divine Masculine life partnership. Now this would run contrary to that Five of Pentacles card. In the extended, I'm using the same deck to pull a message to you from Spirit, from the universe, to and from the divine counterparts, as well as outcome and timing cards to see when this might all shift in the month of February or beyond. So just so you know, that's coming. So what I want to do is take a look at this pattern. I mean, I'm seeing some... This just... I mean, look at the coloring too. Look at the energy of the coloring of these cards. Very... Can you see it? Very gray, very dark, foreboding energy. And then look at the coloring of these two cards. Alive, warm. So there's a little bit of a disconnect here, I think. And that's also reflected in the situation and the dynamic between you. The situation is somebody's feeling ghosted right now, or left out in the cold, somehow not able to access the warmth and unconditional love of this connection. So that much I can say. Hermit. Oops. Why is the Hermit here? Divine Masculine energy for Gemini. And you know, Gemini, whichever one you are, you'll figure it out as we go, I'm sure. That Chariot and Wheel of Fortune right after it, one more please, and the Devil. I think, well, let me pull the Divine Feminine cards first. Page of Wands here for Divine Feminine. It feels a little bit... Yeah, so something here has not been on the level. I'm going to start with Divine Masculine here. The Hermit, the going within, the doing the inner work, right? This is somebody who's kind of now maybe shut down a little bit, feeling a little, usually I say introverted, but in this case, I don't feel this person is introverted. I feel this person is shutting down and going within to do some inner work. Really taking a close look at themselves. Wanting to move forward, but the Chariot isn't going anywhere. That's Cancerian energy, and then the Sag energy in the Wheel of Fortune, kind of leaving it up to fate. I feel that this person, Divine Masculine, has sort of given over, wants to move forward, but and knows that it's all going to come down in divine timing. Sort of, that's why they've gone within. And the next card out is Devil Energy. That is Capricorn. But I feel almost as if there's a karmic tie here that keeps this Divine Masculine trying to move forward. There's a karmic tie. I'm not sure that that's, there could be something to do with addiction here. And the only reason why I say that is I see Divine Feminine with this 8 of Cups, 7 of Swords, and the card of like self-care, okay? This Queen of Pentacles, very, I mean, this is a very 3D energy of somebody who can be very nurturing, very giving, very, very charitable, can be very stable, but really put the oxygen mask on yourself first, then your neighbor. Really in the mode of taking care of themselves right now after something, walking away from an emotional entanglement and some measure of deception or self-deception possibly. I know my camera is not focusing. I don't know what that's about. Okay, there. So I'm seeing this sort of Page of Wands more as a reset. Sort of lightening things up. A message of, oh, don't worry, you know, no more drama. And there's been this 7 of Swords, feels like they're walking away from the intensity of this feels like something's being hidden, and this feels like something's being not, you know, hidden and not talked about, but not talked about on the level. And we've got Divine Masculine going within and Divine Feminine saying, oh, I'm up for a good time and I'm going to take care of myself here. I'm going to put myself first. So I'm not sure what that's about. Let's look at this 5 of Pentacles. The energy between, this is the situation. Eight of Wands, a lot of communication. There's that 5 of Cups, past regrets. Focus is on the past. Four of Wands feels very much like this is a connection that could have gone, should have gone the distance, but didn't. It is a twin connection. I am feeling a twin connection. I'm feeling a lot of mirroring in the numerology, some of the longing here. There's just a little bit of a disconnect. Someone's feeling a little darker in terms of their energy than the other, but the dynamic between the two of you is very much unconditional. Seven of Cups, emotional overwhelm. Sure, there's been a heartache here. And with this 7 of Swords, I get the impression that well, you know, and there's the Ace of Cups, sure, underneath. That's the energy underneath. So what that says to me is this goes with this. Unconditional love, divinely gifted love. There's a lot of love in this connection, but at the moment there's just total emotional overwhelm with regard to something that went very wrong. Heartache, very deep, and I feel that this might explain it. 7 of Swords and Devil Energy. I feel that Divine Feminine has walked away from deception, is now taking care of themselves. Walked away from the emotional drama, the deception, And it feels almost like their message is, yeah, I'm just going to keep things light for now. I don't feel that there's a lot of deep communication right now. I feel that there is communication, a lot of communication though. Stay with me, Gemini. It's coming. I promise. Be patient. I feel that this Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups, there's a lot of change here. There's a lot that's out of balance here, which also came up in those cards. There's a lack of balance, and there's a longing for something, the nostalgia of the good old days, right? Not here anymore. We have a lot of communication about this being left out in the cold. This is abandonment and regret between the twins. The unconditional love is the dynamic that can help you pull this together. And this Ace of Cups is Spirit's way, universe's way of saying, yeah, if you can process the pain of the past and put it aside, there's a return to love. This doesn't go away. See, that's the whole point. This doesn't go away. This is already there. This is what has to be processed. It's a lot of emotion. More than Gemini is comfortable dealing with, quite frankly. So let's take a look at this Five of Cups. Divine Masculine, feeling a sense of regret, loss, grief, sadness. There's that Five of Pentacles. Lots of fives here. Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles. So I kind of feel that I have it correct, that Divine Feminine perceived some deception or betrayal on the part of Divine Masculine. Could be a third party. We have that Three of Swords. And Divine Feminine just said, yep, I'm out. So the Five of Pentacles is that sense of longing, that being shut out and abandoned by Divine Feminine, but it comes because there's some regret over past behavior. Past life soulmate. So yeah, that I have a feeling I'm talking mostly here to Divine Feminine Geminis. I really do. It's possible I'm not. If Gemini, if you made a mistake and you're the Divine Masculine, it's cool. This is a judgment-free zone. But I feel like I need to speak to the Divine Feminine here and say, this person, this Divine Masculine knows what they're dealing with. Possibly unconsciously, but they know that this is a past life soulmate. This is somebody they've been, because we have Six of Cups, Four of Wands, Ace of Cups, and the Empress. There's a lot of that devil energy, though, feels very much like there's some karmic patterns here that keep popping up in the connection. Yeah. Divine Feminine, the way that Divine Feminine feels about the masculine is life partner. Ten of Pentacles. Possibly feeling that there could be a lot of stability and abundance in this connection, but needing to heal because the rug's kind of been pulled out. Needing to heal from something that takes you off that part of the path. Trying to manifest the King of Cups. This is ships coming in. This Three of Wands. That is what you're manifesting, what you put out into the world that you want to come back to you. This is what you want to come back. If you're divine feminine, this King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but it is about emotional availability. And I kind of feel like either divine feminine was dealing with the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that they're healing from, and they're trying to manifest that connection back again. Does that make sense? If divine feminine sees this person, feels like this is my life partner, this is who I want to spend my life with, build my life with, and what they got instead was played. That's the reason why I feel I'm talking mostly to the divine feminine, because I see it's the divine masculine that's all up in the feels here. So it may be that divine feminine, if you're the Gemini, you may be dealing with a water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart. You're trying to manifest their emotional availability. You're trying to manifest someone with emotional availability. But I do feel that there's longing here on both sides. I do feel that divine feminine has had it. Is like, yeah, nope, I'm not playing this game anymore. And it does feel very much like a game. And it feels like something that cycles in and out, in and out. It's a repeating pattern. Let me put it that way. And so divine masculine has gone within to sort of do the work that's needed to be done. In the extended, I will also pull some romance angels for you, along with the messages to you, Gemini, from the universe, and to and from energetic messages you're trying to send to one another to move, get this Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot moving. And then outcome, when might you expect this divine connection, which is what it is. This is very much twin flame energy. It feels to me like that that pain part, you know, in the twin connection, we often have periods of bliss and periods of extreme pain. That's part of the lesson, the learning process, and how we learn and grow, and why we're matched together to mirror back to each other that which most needs to be elevated and worked on. And I see divine masculine in a work phase, working on himself or herself, depending on the, you know, who's in the divine masculine energy, and divine feminine just really taking care of themselves. So we'll take this to the extended, Gemini. If this is your story, the link to the extended is below. I'll see you there. Otherwise, have a wonderful February. I'll see you on a future reading. Bye.